That's right. Turn on that light. And hello, everyone, and welcome. There's that notification. It is 9 o'clock. It is time for Sisters on God podcast. Hello, everyone. I am the cat's meow.
Authentic.
That way. See, there I go. I gotta stop pointing. I just have to learn how to stop pointing. I can't never do it right. There it is. That's it. I just want to do this way, but that anyway. So tonight's episode is Dear Sisters. And this is a very touch. Actually was very surprised when I got this email. Um it's it's kind of vague, but she leaves her point in what she's asking. So we're just gonna get on into this Dear Sisters episode. All right. 16-year-old girl. She says, "Hi. I've never done this before, and writing's not my strong subject. I'm 16, and my mom and I used to be. It used to be just my mom and I. For a few years, it's been her boyfriend too. They drink all the time. When she passes out, he tries to do things to me, but I run and lock myself downstairs. I've told my mom a couple of times, but it does nothing. She doesn't believe me. I have no one to talk to. I'm afraid to because I don't want to go into foster care. What do I do?" Signed anonymous. She didn't even leave her name. Let me start this off with saying this. We are not psychologists. We are not psychiatrists. We are merely two sisters from two ends of the earth who have lived and experienced much. So our advice is just that, our advice. Now, this is a very delicate matter and one that we don't take lightly. I can only hope that we are able to bring courage and wisdom to this bad situation. Um, this one's rough. I want to make sure that I am leading this young lady in the right direction. And it's funny because I kind of had that experience as a little girl, where I used to get left with my, what do they call them? Um, what's the word for them? Predator. Predator is the word I'm looking for. Um, I did not have anywhere to run. I did not have any way to lock myself away from him because my mother did not believe in locks on doors. So there was nowhere for me to run to when my mom would go. She always would go run to the bar or to go get some more liquor, and she would always leave him there. And I'm saying this because I want you to understand that your story is not just your story. A lot of us girls and boys have this story. Unfortunately, we live in a very sick world. Um, I too told my mom, um, it didn't go like I thought that it should have went. She might as well have said she didn't believe me. I understand what this child is going through for sure. Being afraid to tell people because you don't want to go to a foster home. I understand that one too. I've been in a foster home. I get that. Um, you have to find somebody to confide in. That being the first thing to tell you, sweetie, is you got to find an adult to confide in. And a lot of times, from what I've seen, now I know schools are different now, but there used to be a counselor
Mm-hmm.
or a teacher that actually cared about her students, or some particular students that she knew was good kids and she was really concerned about them. You could try a male. I have seen that males tend to get more upset about the matter when it comes to a female about this kind of stuff. I don't know if you'll feel comfortable with talking to a male, but there is protection in finding a man that's actually a man to protect you. That is definitely something for you to look into. I don't know. I've thought about this all day. Um, and how do you help her? How what do you tell her?
Mm, that's the thing.
What do you say?
Every everything almost has every every option almost has a dark side to it.
It does. Yeah. And so how
So
do we manipulate her through
it's a
that
gamble.
maze? Because that's what she's in. She's in a maze.
Yeah, it's a gamble.
Hmm.
It's a gamble.
And it may end up being one that leads to that you are going to have to leave out of that house.
Yes.
Don't know what all he's done. She doesn't say if he succeeded in doing anything.
Hmm.
She's
But
very vague.
eventually, she's a child, so
Eventually, he's going to accomplish what it is he's trying to do.
if it's not stopped before, that
Yeah,
is such a this is a hard one because
that
you can't keep it to yourself.
no, you can't because they're winning.
That's not an answer.
The
It's not
predator
an
is
answer.
winning. Mm-mm.
And you could tell your mom. Did she say she told her mom?
Yes. She said she told her mom a couple of times. Apparently, it must not have
So,
been that much. Because she doesn't
mhm.
say I told my mom a lot of times. She just says I told her a couple of times, which sounds to me
But
like she didn't get anywhere with telling her and she just gave up telling her
mhm.
because it wasn't helping her situation.
So I would say, okay, there's a lot of different things, a lot of different. Even though there's a dark side, there may be a silver lining too. So we
It's a
can't
silver lining
fear.
there.
Yeah, she cannot fear the end result being her biggest fear. You can
Exactly.
also be
You're gonna have to
optimistic.
embrace it.
Yeah, you can also be optimistic that someone will help you.
Hmm.
Know? No, I'm gonna start out with something might not be for a lot of people. It may seems kind of, I know not for you, Kat, but for some people, taboo. And I feel silly saying that, but I do know.
Well, we know that people are people.
As a child, I have always also the beginning. This is the beginning.
Hmm.
I've taught my children to pray. I've
That's
always
right.
done
That's right. Yes.
because
It's the only weapon that you truly have out here in this world is
it.
God. So
So
you
you're
better
not.
learn.
It's not going to be because you're going to have to make the other step. But I'm going to tell you to find that comfort
Hmm.
and
Need some
that
help.
peace inside and the courage inside you.
And that's where God comes in.
Yes, that's where you're going to get that from.
That's
That
right.
part needs to be done because she's afraid right now.
Yes.
You got the first, let's
Next.
do this.
Hmm.
Yes. The whisper, God listens to children.
Yes,
You
he
got
does.
to just start talking to yourself
Yep.
and talking to Him. And in your own childlike ways. It ain't no grown people prayer, it's a child's prayer.
She said come to him as a child.
Yes. And start talking to Him. I know this to be true because it happened for me
I
too.
know it to be true too.
Have me tearing up. I don't like these topics. Really, they bother me.
I know.
Um, so that's where you first start from because you'd be amazed the courage that comes from that. Whether you think you know a God, don't know if it's true, just start talking.
Yep.
Put all that behind you. Just tell yourself, people say He works. Let me see. You
Hmm.
do that.
See for
And
yourself.
once you do that, yes, that
Hmm.
courage somehow. Somehow that prayer too sends the right person to you.
Yes.
Coincidentally,
Yep.
miraculously, however, it happens that way too. So do that, whisper a prayer and talk to God to give you the courage to find where you need. And if you do see a pediatrician, that's one
I
place too.
forgot about that. The doctor.
Yeah, they're very
Mhm.
underrated, but that if you have a caring one, you never know who. Because remember, when God works, He chooses whomever to
That's
do His
right.
work.
That's
So
right.
ain't no one particular person here. She needs the whole thing
The
and
whole
just do
thing.
it till she get it done.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
and it's just talking and letting them know the discomfort and your fears. Also, you're afraid of whatever the case may be, right? You know,
Yes.
and that's I would start there. I would start there because I too am afraid because I know the other side to this. I know the other side. I
Yeah.
know children that are speak but not heard. I know too well. Teachers don't listen anymore, so it's
No.
not like teachers there for the little check they think they get, and that's about it. And when it's the next vacation, we don't have really teachers anymore. We have people working for their pay.
Right.
That is. But keep talking. It will
So
get to the right.
I definitely think that I don't know what's going on with my screen. Sorry guys. Talking is definitely what needs to be done. Why is it doing that? She needs to uh
It's the courage she needs most of all because she's
build
afraid.
that courage up for sure. You can do this. It's going to be hard. Yep, it is.
She
Um,
can. And I tell you that whispering of prayer, it makes you feel different inside too. Somehow that happens. I know. How it
there's a
works, I can
comfort.
tell you. I just know it do.
That's right. There is a comfort that
That
happens from
word.
from just the whispers and the cries out to God in the middle of the night, during the day. There's an
Mhm.
unspoken peace that will come over you, that the fear will settle down within inside of you, and you'll be
When you
able
take
to
the
think
action.
more
Mhm.
rationally, because
Mhm.
that's what you need right now. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, you're 16, you're
Yeah,
so
I
young,
mean,
you're just a baby, but you've been put into a grown-up environment and a grown-up situation, and I'm going to need you to put your big girl pants on and get yourself out of this fight.
mhm.
Fighting
Because
is
you alone is the only answer to this. Because your mama don't see
yep,
whatever her issue is, it's an issue too.
yes,
Whatever going on with her, it's going on with her, but it ain't about her right now. It's about you because you have no one else.
that's right.
Any other family member that you feel comfortable with, or auntie, cousin, somebody. Because sometimes too, as children hide the secrets for their parents.
Yes,
So
they
they don't
do.
tell them because they're threatened also to not put their business out there. When the wolf is in there with the sheep, you telling this mess too.
Mhm.
So who is there to protect the sheep?
That's
Who,
right.
who is there?
That's
Because
right.
you already make her now afraid to talk.
And he's saying some things. I know his nasty butt is in there saying some
The
things
threats.
to her, to
Yeah.
threaten her, to scare
They gotta
her.
silence you.
Yes,
Hmm.
make sure she don't say anything. You talk.
Don't believe that.
You
Don't
talk.
believe that.
Talk. I used to talk to my kids every single day. I sat my kids down and I told them the same story over and over and over again. And I would say, you ain't going to understand what I'm saying, not going to understand everything that I'm saying, but I promise you, every year that I sit you down and tell you the story, you're going to understand it a little more and more and more. And what I did was I shared my story of what
I
I
had
went
to.
through as a little girl, and I explained to them that my whole I came from a foster home. he knew that, and his hold on me was to say, well, if you tell your mom you're not going to have no family and you're going to go back to the foster home. I wasn't even 5 years old yet, and I had been in the system pretty much for all of my 4.5, 5 years. So that threat held. It held well for me. So, and I told my kids that because I wanted my kids to know, don't let nobody threaten you and tell you they're going to do something to me, or whoever, or do whatever. No, you come tell me. You
Mm-hmm.
talk. Open your mouth up and you talk. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you are going to the doctor regularly. I kind of probably am thinking that if your mom is drinking with this boyfriend and this has been going on for a
You
couple of
might
years,
not.
I'm going to assume that there's quite a bit of neglect going on with this 16-year-old
Yeah, that
boy.
too. That too.
You know, she's in a very
But when even pediatrician, even when you go to school, because if you're going to school, even the nurse, that's a part of the system, part of it too. You know, express. Depending on your comfort level. But at this point, it's not even about
you
your
can't
comfort
afford
level.
comfort level at this point because your
There
comfort
you
level's
go.
been gone.
You got there, huh?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you just gonna have to tell somebody
Yep. You're gonna have to.
and not worry about
Don't worry about the
the dark
repercussions of
part
it.
of what you think might happen, because it might just be your brightest light. You
That's
know.
right. That's right. Yes. I'm glad that you have somewhere to go and hide and lock yourself away. I'm so glad that you have that safe place to do that. Um, but that can't be, you can't keep doing that. You got to get this man. This man has to be addressed one way or another. This man has to be outed. He's got it's got to be put out into the open what he's doing. Expose the darkness. That's what you do. You expose darkness. You expose liars. You expose cheaters. You expose perverters. You expose people. You don't let them have power over you. And I know this is hard because you're 16. I don't even know if you're watching this. I don't know how you found out about us. I don't know any of that. I'm thankful that you thought enough to reach out to us, and this has got me. This has got me in a chokehold.
Yep. I hope the recording went through well because my thing died.
I could still hear you. You're echoing though, or I'm echoing off of you now. Say something. Let me see. Oh, you're muted. Sorry for technical difficulties, folks. That's what happens when you go live. You just never know. There we go. I think I hear you.
I'm back.
You're back.
Okay.
Now I'm echoing again. It's okay. Are you there? Did you turn it off?
How about?
Okay.
Yeah, we have to do speaker.
That sounds fine. Your
Yeah.
speaker sounds good. Yeah. I mean, from what I can hear, you'll never
Hmm.
really know until after you watch the pre-recorded part of the show, and then that's when you find out all your real technical difficulties. Um, as much as this is a lot to tackle, there's not much that we can
We
do.
can do.
There's just because we're not there. If we was there, we could help you tackle this situation, but and I don't even know where there is either.
Hmm.
Um the only thing that really we can do is tell you go tell somebody.
Yeah. Help to strengthen your voice.
Yes, you have a voice, use it.
Hmm.
It's not going to be easy.
Mm-mm.
It's not. It's going to take a lot of courage from deep down inside of you.
You
And
have
if
it.
you're a fighter, you want to learn how to fight and how to make it in this world, well, welcome to it. This is it.
The
Not
beginning of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just being realistic with what the reality is of that world that when you step outside,
Mhm.
unfortunately, the world is in your home. Unfortunately, you don't have an escape from the world, and you should have that. You have the right to have an escape from that wicked world out there, but you don't. So
It says
fight.
not, don't be afraid. And matter of fact, if she is in school, still ask for, to see, because she's 16, so that's high school. The
Yeah, that is.
counselor, the
Yep.
counselor, because sometimes some of them are pretty good.
Yes,
Pretty
especially with
good.
the teenagers. They tend to
Mm-hmm.
be really, really
They're
well.
pretty
I
good.
know my
Mm-hmm.
counselors were amazing when I was
Yeah,
in
mine too.
Mhm.
So go talk to someone.
Yep.
And the thing is to override the fear. But we told you, to pray about it. Just talk to God. It's no major. Just talk to Him. Let your spirit, let your heart be comforted, and make the steps that's necessary to save your life.
That's right.
But it's actually your life.
Yes, it
Whether
is.
it's physical or mental, it's your life.
Yep. That's right. Um, yeah. This is just something that you absolutely have to do. There's just no way to put a stop to this.
Hmm.
And he is, I promise you. He's going to make his way to succeeding in what it is that he's after.
Hmm.
So prayer will help you to learn how to start communicating.
Hmm.
Prayer is the first lesson in
Yeah.
learning how to
That's
communicate.
to use your voice. Yep.
Yes, yes. Because it's a private conversation between you
Hmm.
and the unseen. And so sometimes we tend to exist better in a non-reality
Hmm.
world
Well, hmm.
where our mind takes us takes a situation and kind of like puts a spin on it, like it becomes a play or something,
Yes.
and will help you to see things differently so that you can
Hmm.
cope with it. And a lot of
Hmm.
times that ain't reality either. It's just your
Hmm.
brain using
It's your
coping
mind. Yep.
mechanisms
Yep.
to help you get through what
Hmm.
you're dealing with.
Yep.
So the prayer will definitely help strengthen you
Hmm.
in every aspect of your life. And you don't have to have a specific way to pray. I don't,
Right. Or religion or whatever.
I don't,
It's talking to your
it's just
creator.
talk.
It's,
It is
yes.
just conversation.
Hmm.
It is not no routine set of words, because God
Hmm.
is always talked about in the scriptures about the people that go out and stand in the street and do their spiel of preaching to the people out there in the street. That don't impress God with your spiel. He wants your heart. He wants you to just
Hmm.
to him. So
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. Just talk.
Hmm.
Just sit there in the loneliness of you and your thoughts and turn those thoughts into God thoughts
Yeah.
of
Hmm.
conversation, and
And
go
the
find
strength.
somebody to confide in that will help you
Hmm.
figure this situation out.
Oh, yep.
Um, it is I don't know what kind of mom you have. I kind of, it seems like from the letter like mom used to be a good mom, and then mom got this boyfriend and started drinking. That's what it sounds like happened. Like mom got with the wrong dude. And
Because in it too, she could help herself as well help the mother. Because she too might
exactly.
be under something why she's even doing what she's doing
That's right.
and neglecting her child, you
Yep.
know?
Yep. And maybe she's
Unfortunately,
in a
that happens
situation that she don't know how to
too
get out of
often.
herself.
Mhm. And she don't know how to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And the substance is consuming her.
Hmm.
That's what substance does.
Yeah.
So there you have it. I'm sorry. I wish that we could, have the magic thing for you to help you to find your way through this mess, but
Yeah.
the only
That's
one
all
that
you
can
got.
do it is you.
Yeah.
This is your battle,
Yeah.
and I'm
And you could
sorry.
do this. You could do this. You could do this. You have to believe that you can.
That's
You
right.
have to.
That's right. You have to believe in yourself.
You've denied it long enough. You have to believe now because every day it's like a time clock right now, and it's ticking.
It
So,
is. It
brother,
is ticking. And
uh,
I say this, you are a fighter and you are courageous because you learned how to run.
yeah.
You learned how to run and hide. You learned how to protect yourself. So you already got fighter instincts inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
Let them come all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I don't know what else we could
Yeah, I
do.
think we said all we can though.
Yeah, I think so.
The rest is up to her.
Yeah,
The rest is up to her.
yeah, yeah. And know that we are here and we'll be praying for you and what you're going through, and praying that God strengthens you and gives you everything that you need to conquer this situation
Yeah.
and come up victoriously for sure. As a young woman starting out in this world,
And
um,
that's yeah, that's a
know
rough
that,
start.
yeah, know that your
Mm-hmm.
sisters also have had to take on that battle.
Mm-hmm.
We have, the majority of us women on this earth have had to deal with some perverted man at some point in her life, whether she was a
Mm-hmm.
child, a teenager,
Or
or an
grown.
adult.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's always some sick man that thinks he has the
Mm-hmm.
right to take you and do what he wants to with you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be all right. I have confidence in you that you're gonna be all right, and I hope that you'll stay in touch with us at some point
To
and
let us know.
let us know
Mm-hmm.
how this turns out for you, and praying for the best for you for sure.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
No. All right. So we're going to wrap this on up. Thank you so much for being here with us. As always, if you know somebody who has a business and could use some soft selling, we're the women to do that for you. Just hit us up at sistersongod.net. We can soft sell a business for you. If you know someone who has a situation or a problem, or just want us to talk about a topic, you can email us at sistersongod.net for that as well. And as always, we appreciate it if you like, share, comment. We appreciate all of that stuff. All right. Well, this is it. Episode 14 is ended. Stay tuned for episode 15 next Wednesday, 9 p.m. We'll see you all then. You all take care. Peace.